New cell. Whoa, my first day at mitosis school. I wonder what I will learn. Teacher cell. Settle down, young Padawans. Today we go over a process called mitosis. Plant cell 1. Ooh, teacher, do both plant cells and animal cells go through mitosis? Teacher cell. Yes, plant cell. Both animal and plant cells undergo mitosis. Now the first step to starting mitosis is by undergoing interphase. Animal cell. Whoa, is that a part of mitosis? What do we do in it? Teacher, I'm glad you asked. Interphase is a step that occurs before mitosis. It is like a preparation for the big event. In it, we grow the cells and double the amount of DNA in our nucleus. The replicated DNA and original DNA begin to look a little bit like spaghetti. However, it is a tangle of genetic material called chromatin. At this stage, the nuclear membrane is still intact to keep the DNA molecules from undergoing mutation and possibly becoming cancer cells. Animal cell. Whoa, that sounds like a long process. Teacher cell. It is indeed a long process. Anakin cell walker. A cell spends 90% of the cell cycle in interphase. After interphase, we get into the actual process of mitosis, and it begins with prophase. In prophase, the chromosomes in our nucleus change from being spread out to becoming more and more condensed and compact. Before this, the chromosomes were very hard to see, but after becoming more condensed, they have become shorter and thicker. During this time, our nuclear membrane breaks down to allow the centrioles of our body to move to the opposite sides of ourselves. The centrioles form a spindle fiber in between themselves, and the chromosomes are separated along the middle. Plant cell. Teacher, doesn't this sound more complex than interphase? Teacher cell. Well, it may sound a little bit more confusing, but keep in mind that the preparation is done, and now we are just following the steps. Next up after prophase is a little something called metaphase. Now in this step, we have something cool happening. Chromosomes line up along the center and the spindle fibers connect to the centromere. Centromeres are the center of the chromosome as indicated by the prefix centro. Animal cell. Plant cell. Did you know that we had all this cool stuff inside of us? I never knew that our bodies were so intriguing. Plant cell. I know, right? It makes you wonder how such a complicated process can happen in almost every living organism. Teacher cell. Now, class, we are not done yet. Next, after metaphase, comes anaphase. Now, in anaphase, the spindle fibers shorten and the centromere split. This also means that the sister chromatids are moved to the opposite sides of the cell. Once separated, the sister chromatids are now considered individual chromosomes. Plant cell. Teacher, how many phases are left? I'm getting hungry. Teacher cell. Now, Jabba the plant, be patient. There are still 2 phases left. Now, as I was saying, the next phase is a phase called telophase. In this phase, chromosomes gather at opposite ends of the cell and begin to lose their unique shapes. The chromosomes loosen up and spread around the nucleus as they have no reason to move again. The nuclear envelope reforms around each cluster of chromatin at the end. The spindle fibers disintegrate and the cell membrane begins to pinch inward. This marks the end of telophase. The next and final stage is called cytokinesis. All the cells. Whoa, like telekinesis? Teacher cell. Sigh. I wish, kids, but no, cytokinesis is not like telekinesis. In cytokinesis, the cytoplasm splits in half. As a result, the 2 identical cells are produced and start their own life cycle. Then, once they're of age and graduated, they undergo mitosis again. Plant cell. But teacher, my daddy told me that plant cells have a cell wall. Does this make a difference? OMG, I'm so sorry I forgot. For plant cells, during telophase, vesicles filled with cell wall components join and fuse together at the center of the cell. Then during cytokinesis, the cell plate is formed. This helps plant cells keep the rigid structure they have. The class. Whoa, I learned so much today, but what will be learned tomorrow? Teacher cell. Tomorrow we will be undergoing mitosis ourselves and making copies of ourselves. Yay!